parade by the South Boston County War Veterans. Be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success. That this citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested, a copy thereto by the Clerk of the Senate, signed by the President of the Senate, Kenneth Spilka. Clerk of the Senate, South Boston's own Michael Hurley. State Senator, myself, Nick Collins, signed to the same. Thank you for being named the 2024 Chief Marshal of the South Boston State Patriot Day Parade by the South Boston County War Veterans Council. Maybe it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success. That this citation be duly signed.
I doubt very much Jerry's going to see any of this stuff. Yeah. All right. So this is for you. This is for you. This is a keepsake box. There's way too much wrapping on that. I'm not. We'll be up here all night if I try to wrap this stuff. But there's that. I also. These are congressional cufflinks. This will look great with his dress blues. So these are really, really nice. He'll dig those. Or you'll dig those. One of
These are definitely. He's going to absolutely.
Like, I know we got a long program. Before they give me the hook, I just want to acknowledge. So every year we have a chief marshal that that leads our parade, and you know, as members of Congress, we look at a lot of DD 214s. You know, so it's a Defense Department document that shows what a person did during their time in service. So this year's chief marshal is Jerry Wheeler. And Jerry grew up in the Old Colony projects. You know, I went to school with, he's got a big family. I went to school with Chucky Wheeler and Charlene Wheeler and Mamie Wheeler, but just salt of the earth. But Jerry served during the Vietnam War. He served 22 years in service, in active service. Absolutely. He was a naval aviator during the Vietnam War, 200 combat missions, and 150 carrier landings. So I know that doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but I've done one carrier landing. And yeah, I wanted to visit the troops. You know, I'm just a passenger. I'm not flying them like Jerry was. But so we go to Bahrain in the Middle East. They fly me out to, they wanted to fly me out to the aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln. So they give you a briefing. This is how a carrier landing works. They give you a briefing for about 5 minutes. They gave me a life vest, looked like it was from World War I. It had a straw, like a soda straw, and a whistle attached. This is no lie. So, and then they give you a hat. Remember the kind of hat that Charlie Brown's dog Snoopy wore? It was kind of like that with a set of goggles, and they bring you out to the plane. Now the plane looks like an ordinary plane, except it's got a big hook on the back end of it, a big hook. So they give me this briefing, and then as we were walking out to the plane, they said, "You have any questions?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I do." I said, "What's with the soda straw?" And they said, "Well, you know, the idea is the plane is supposed to land by that hook on the back end of the plane grabs a cable." And you land on the carrier. But if it doesn't work out, you end up in the water, and that straw is for you to inflate your life vest. And I said, yeah, like that's going to happen. And then they said, and the whistle is, we're going to land at night, so we want you blow the whistle so we can find you. And they're serious. They're dead serious about this. So anyway, they get me in the plane. And the way it works is when the plane hits those cables, It goes from 172 miles an hour to 0 in 2.7 seconds. It's the most ungodly, violent thing that could ever happen to you in your life. And Jerry did this 150 times. So when we did it, luckily the hook of the plane caught the cables and we stopped. It was so violent. I was stunned. I was almost knocked out by the impact. My clothes came through my suit, like through the buttons in my suit. My hat was twisted around so that I was looking out the ear hole. And they rushed in to pull me out for a picture. And I said, you know, I know what you did to Mike Dukakis. You're not going to do that to me. But to Jerry Wheeler, served for 22 years in active duty. Like I say, he was a fighter pilot, 200 combat missions, 150 carrier landings. Then he left the service to become an instructor. So he teaches and has taught for another 22 years, total of 44 years, taught young men and women how to be naval aviators. That's an incredible service, a life service to our country. And we're enormously grateful. So today along the parade route, you know, Jerry's going to lead it. Jerry and the Wheeler family will be leading it. So let's all give him the welcome and the recognition and the acknowledgement he deserves. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
With us now. Raise your hand, Jerry. There he is. So this is Jerry Wheeler. Now, okay, so he's from South Boston. Commander Wheeler has served our nation and the United States Navy with honor and distinction for more than 22 years on active duty. He then did an additional 22 years as the senior instructor for the Navy Junior ROTC program at Warwick High School in Newport News, Virginia. While on active duty, Commander Wheeler served in many roles and earned many accomplishments, including more than 150 aircraft carrier arrested landings, more than 200 combat missions in Vietnam, more than 400 military decorations, including the Meritorious Service Medal, 16 Air Medals in Vietnam, the Combat Action Medal, 5 Navy Commendation Awards, and 3 Vietnam Presidential Unit Citation Awards. So needless to say, we are honored to have Chief Marshal Jerry Wheeler here with us today. And in just a short time, again, he will slip the ribbon and he will go along the parade course today with former Mayor of Boston, Ray Flynn. So, along with his friends and family. So when you see him, give him a big wave and thank him for all that he has done for this country, Jerry Wheeler.
Chief Marshal, Commander Wheeler, and thank you, Commander Greeley, for having us. Happy St. Patrick's Day, happy Evacuation Day, Boston. And to all of our veterans and our military families and service members, represented today by Commander Wheeler, this is about you all today and the sacrifices you made for all of us to enjoy the freedoms that we as Americans enjoy today. So we thank all of you, all the men and women who serve. We're thrilled to be here. We're thrilled to be in Boston, Massachusetts. This is where it all began, baby. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Go out, be safe, enjoy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, Governor and Lieutenant Governor. Boston, are we ready for a parade? Before we do that, let's have our national anthem. I'd like to invite Jimmy McWilliams up to the stage to sing our national anthem. Jimmy? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, on some pale where the twilight stands clear, whose broad stripes and our stars through the glorious fire of the ramparts. spread this ribbon down the line here. Jerry Wheeler will be the one to do the honors. We will count down from 10 when he's ready. All right, now let's get everyone in the photo. We're going to count down from 10 and you're going to slip it, all right? Boston, let's count it down. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy St. Boston! Let's have it, let's parade! Woo! 145 groups lined up with 2,476 individuals, all ready to go out. They want to clean town and mile long. I don't know if they can talk. Boston, are you ready? We'll start to send them out and greet them here in Boston welcome as they make their way along this historic parade route. What a day to be in Boston.
And if you needed some history lessons about this event, Commander Randy Greeley is happy to share.
Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day, but here in Boston and around here, it's Evacuation Day. 248 years ago, the British were evacuated, and like one of our state reps says, without Evacuation Day, we maybe never got to Independence Day.
For Boston EMS, this compares to Super Bowl and World Series parades for Jim Hooley and his crew.
Doing God's work.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Jerry! Great car.
Oh, it's everybody in New Jersey, so I was at Seaport yesterday.
Oh, okay. One with a giant hat. Jerry!
It was a sea of green down Broadway for hours.
I was born down on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown. There's something about it, permit me to shout it. They're tops for miles around. We have doctors and scrappers, preachers and flappers, men from the old county down. Say they'll take you and break you, but never forsake you. And Southie is my hometown. I had an argument the other day with a guy from Oskaloo. He was bragging about his old hometown. Says I to him what to do. I got hot right under the collar. To that scholar I did holler. I was born down on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown. There's something about it, permit me to shout it. It's hot for miles around. We have doctors and scrappers, reachers and flappers, men from the old county down. Say they'll they'll take you and break you, but never forsake you. If Southie is my hometown. I was born down on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown. There's something about it, permit me to shout it. They're tops for miles around. We have doctors and rappers, preachers and pipers, men from the old county down. Say they'll take you and break you, but never forsake you. And Southie is my hometown.